So we don't want to waste any time. So let's go to a story that we are following today. So you may have heard of DOGE, the federal government, or I guess it was the Department of Government Efficiency. So there is a similar thing happening in North Carolina. And right now they're looking at North Carolina liquor sales. Julie K, covering all things politics. I was trying to remember the name. You told me not to.
I said, don't try to say it. He said no.
I'm going to do it, crud and all. But so we have this Department of Efficiency here in North Carolina, and again, they're working to privatize liquor
potentially.
Sales? Yeah, okay.
They're looking into what that would look like in terms of costs for North Carolina.
Okay.
So it's the Committee of Government Efficiency at the state level. They
Gotcha.
modeled it. Speaker Destin Hall modeled this after Trump's DOGE, and so same idea of looking for waste, fraud, and abuse within government. They have focused less on funding and more on the DEI piece of it in general at the state level. Because the Republicans have been in control of the legislature for quite a while. And so I think that they're focusing on different avenues as opposed to decisions they've made. But something that we've had for a while, obviously, is state-owned or state-controlled liquor sales. So as you know, if you want to go buy vodka or any other liquor, you have to go to an ABC store, as opposed to where I'm from in Missouri, you can just go to a gas station or a grocery store.
Right.
So they are looking at what that would look like if we got rid of this and put it to private sales. This has been brought up before. There hasn't been a ton of momentum before, but because this committee has a new focus, and it was really the co-chair of the committee, Representative Kidwell, who seemed the most in favor of this process, that this looks like it's getting a little bit more momentum. I do want to be clear that no bill has been filed or anything like that. They are just starting the process of kind of investigating what that cost would look like. I know people are saying that there was a back and forth between lawmakers and the ABC commission chairman was there to speak on behalf of the commission, basically saying, would this be cheaper for consumers or more expensive? Would the state not have enough money to do what it's supposed to do? Of course, there's a whole lot of back and forth on cost for both government and for the people.
I think cost, and I don't even think this is related, but still no state budget as we speak.
It actually is related a little bit.
Well, a little related, but I guess a lot of people may ask, like, what is next? I mean, there's not a bill filed. Is there another meeting? Are they going to? They're exploring this. Is this actually like a serious?
I think it's pretty serious.
Okay.
I know, like I said, no bill filed yet, and they're not currently in their long session. But I do think the next steps are they're going to definitely talk about it at their next meeting, and they're going to work to get those numbers before so they can present it to people and representatives there. You mentioned, though, no state budget. That's a big piece of this. If this were to happen, the ABC Commission chair did mention that ABC stores do give some of their funds to law enforcement, some that are stationed in those ABC stores to check IDs, to make sure people are doing things safely. They also give money to local departments to help with alcohol checks. So that's a piece of it. If AB stores were to be done away with, that in our state budget, we'd have to allocate more funds to an already kind of underfunded system in general, some would say.
Right.
That's already stretched rather thin to do these alcohol checks to make up for what would be lost by the ABC stores. So lots of different moving pieces of this. At 1:30, I have an interview with the owner of Must Be Nice, a bar in South End, to talk about his perspective on this. I know a couple other bar owners and restaurant owners I kind of just talked to off the record. I haven't obviously talked to this one yet, have said that would make things a lot easier for me. Right now, it's very difficult to get a hold of the alcohol we need every weekend because you have to go through certain avenues. It would make the price go down for us, and hopefully more consumers would come and consume our drinks because we'd be able to lower prices and things like that. That was a big piece of the discussion at this committee meeting. I do think a piece of it that would be interesting to see if this were proposed more formally to the full General Assembly, would that come with a sales tax increase? Representative Kidwell said, to offset some of the funds that we would lose as a state, would we increase the sales tax a little bit to maybe fund things like the law enforcement piece of it that we're missing? So it wouldn't necessarily be a kind of a sweep across the board. Everything's going to be cheaper.
Right.
Of course, there's, with government cuts and efficiency, you find pieces that you still need to fill. So definitely a lot of moving pieces in this, and I'll be curious to see what that formal proposal, if we get there, actually looks like.
Yeah, interesting topic. Yeah, a lot of moving parts. Like you said, it's not just cut and dry. We eliminate it and things are cheaper. And Julie, before I let you go, what time can folks catch your story? Because a lot of questions.
4 and 6, and we'll have not just the meeting sound,
Okay.
but also that interview with Must Be Nice.
Great. Thank you, Julie, covering all things politics. We keep her busy here in the newsroom. And you can catch Julie tomorrow, pretty much all day tomorrow.
Yes.
You're here. She's going to be here on the stream on Live Impact News. So I just wanted to give her.
I'm the last one who's not sick, so hopefully, knock on wood.
Yeah, I'm going to spray down everything. I'm going to set you up nice. All right, Julie, thank you for your time.
Thank you.